Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I'll be brief because I know everybody wants to go eat dinner. I'm one of those people. Mr. Pappas, are there any instances where the lack of regulation has harmed consumers who chose to gamble online?
Well, unfortunately, the list is long. The unregulated marketplace is a place where consumers can get defrauded, and it has happened. We've heard from numerous people in Pennsylvania who were affected most recently by a poker site called Full Flush Poker that shut down just in October of this last year, taking with them about $3 to $4 million in player deposits. More high profile was a year previous was a company called Lock Poker that shut down, again, taking player deposits up to about $15 million. And again, we had Pennsylvania players who came to us as an organization saying, what can I do? What can I do to get my money back? I had money on there that I deposited, and the site has simply gone away. And unfortunately, what we have to tell them is there's nothing we can do until Pennsylvania acts.
Well, in regards to some of those companies, especially the illegal offshore websites that already operate, what do you think will happen if we regulate and legalize online gambling in the state?
Sure.
If I may take that, Representative, just because in a recent meeting with the executive director of the Division of Gaming Enforcement, which I'm happy to share his contact information with anybody from the committee, he had explained to someone very similar to yourself that the largest online black market operator in the world no longer operates in New Jersey because it cannot compete in a regulated marketplace where the consumer protections are in a place which allows folks like us and the land-based casinos to work together on the marketing side, on the bonusing side, so it becomes diminishing returns for those black market operators. The larger ones take time to get out, but the smaller ones get out pretty quickly.
All right.
I would add that regulation creates a bright line, right? So then you know who the regulated operators are and the unregulated operators are. That's good for the consumer because they know to gravitate to the regulated operators, but it's also good for law enforcement so they can identify who the unregulated operators are and use the tools, whether it's regulators or the state attorney general, to go after those sites.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.